we've let it simmer a bit, let the mojo build up. I'm sure we have nothing but success moving forward here. And his way to just wait until chocolate, but then you'll win before the 3B. Exactly. That's definitely the difficult part of it for sure. Freeze me the honey. Going duck strat this time. Not completely conducive to the bee strat because we will be selling them rather than killing them off. But if we can get enough of those early wins thanks to statistical advantages, I think that might just be enough. Precious cartoony backwards, kilts, citizens, truckers. Cartoony kilts, cartoony citizens, I kind of like. Backwards truckers also has a bit of a ring to it. Let's go with cartoony citizens. I love that one. One of my favorite quotes from movies is from the cartoon Megamind. It's when the hero's giving a speech in the town square, and from the crowd somebody yells, "I love you!" And then he replies, "And I love you, random citizen." And that's always what I think of with superheroes these days. Megamind is just a shining beacon in the genre of superheroes in general. Absolutely fantastic movie. Okay, we got the honey ant going. Everyone knows that ants love honey. It's definitely a start. I think we keep our ducks until next level, and maybe we can actually get dog to work. I feel like dog makes a lot of sense and should work with this build, especially since it seems to be so effective in just my normal playthroughs when I'm summoning far less. So it's an interesting mix at the very least. So much for early wins. No, I guess it's more so at this stage here that we're hoping to finagle ourselves some nice victories. I mean, ooh, probably gonna hit the ducks. If I pill the ant, that is. I guess should actually speak what I'm thinking, just in case it's not at all straightforward for everyone watching. So we could sell our ducks if this is what we want to run. I mean, rat is a decent target for it. The stat line is just sweet for sure. Flamingo looking a little bit buffer up in front with honey on it. Also not actually too bad here. Let's try it out. It will mean a little bit of wasted potential because this flamingo probably just getting pilled sometime in the future. But that is a-okay. So we got our bee. And then I want a big rit and a flamingo with just a pinch of honey on it. Perfect. And rat, I've always found kind of interesting in this game because it doesn't have the little text that usually signifies that the advancements don't get better or the text doesn't get better with level ups. But I'm not actually sure how the rat increases because the text doesn't change whatsoever. It still summons a 1/1 rat. Does it attack twice or something? Do you get any appreciable advantage from doing so? These are the things I guess we'll never know. The greatest mysteries in life. And that freezing of the ant, I'm unsure about. I think we'll stick with it for now. So it might be the way to do it. I feel like in regards to what you were saying a bit ago, Safid, I think that the chocolate strat is the way to go for the late game. You can no longer afford the space to keep cycling out one of your slots like this. But until then, I think that we can potentially make it work out the old-fashioned way, maybe up until like level 2B, and then those last 3 you can get some extra work. You think it summons a 0/1, but don't quote me on that. Right, because I definitely I think I was playing casually this morning at one point after waking up. I fit in a quick game and I got a level 2 rat, and it didn't feel like anything was different or new, but I very easily could have missed out on something very obvious and crucial. And do I pill you right away? You have the likelihood to get us another win. Big rat might be enough to do it on its own though. Let's do it. Get some stats spread around. Bring that over to the bee. And then probably actually just bring in ant and big rat. Still chonking. Maybe, just maybe that'll work out. Come on, give me easy teams. I want nothing but new players. I mean, hey, they did keep a duck. If they beat me, then I'm going to be embarrassed for saying anything whatsoever. But you'd think that if they keep a duck on their side, we should be in all right space. And we are, fortunately enough. And so it continues. I think we're getting somewhere at the very least. So we have fish to combine. Could bring in like whale behind ant as a little bit of a temporary measure here. Regardless, let's combine you. Bee is still around to clean up after our rat spawn. Whale's not a great fit necessarily, but it's something. So let's try it out. And then there's a level 2 rat. Again, no idea what it actually does, if anything. It must do something, right? For all our blood, sweat, and tears to get this far. And, I think I've been pushing giraffe a bit too hard. It's just a little bit too slow in the scaling department. It's tempting to sell it the fish. Keep buffing up our writ or something. Instead, we're just going to spend all our money on rerolls. Guess that doesn't sound very intelligent either. Nothing seems to work the way I want it to. There was an ox. Now that I think about it, maybe we could have taken the ox instead of the whale next turn. Probably would have been a good idea, but too late now. I guess we roll with it. Okay, double ant. Does actually kind of work out for us. I don't know if it's enough. I mean, enough for a draw is definitely good enough for my books. And now we have the turns here. Sure, I don't really want to buff this ant. He's likely just going to be gone at some point in the future, but for now, I think that sounds good. Ooh, double skunk. It's interesting. I've never really been able to level up a skunk successfully before. All the honey in the world when all you need is a pill. Surprised Alanis Morissette didn't include that line in her song, because it definitely rings true today. I guess just keep the rat coming here. I don't even know if freezing the skunks is any good whatsoever. It's just that we got 2 of them, you know? What are the odds? It must be a sign. And, okay. Little baby rooster, double dog strategy. Interesting. It's probably going to beat us too. Huh. That's a bit of a wild build. Trying to sustain that? I mean, with a shrimp in the back end too? Huh. It's something alright. Jagged Little Pill is a classic and you'll play it anyone. I don't think too many people would be arguing with you in that regard either, though. Even if someone doesn't enjoy the album, I think that they can't argue that it's very much a classic. Ooh. Is it too late to make shark work? Do you still plan on pilling a couple things here or there? Could even pill the whale. It's not huge bonuses that we gain, I think is my main issue with it. Still get a heavy hitter in the back line though, for anything that survives through our team. So between shark or skunk, what do I feel like doing? Probably get 3 more triggers off of this friend faints outside of combat. And also not, because we've been talking so much about kind of switching over to a more chocolate-oriented style. So I do want shark, not today. Even though this is the earliest I'll ever get you, probably. I think I'm feeling the skunks. And try that one on for size. Freeze a pill. Not great odds of getting honey, but maybe, just maybe. Ooh, we do get a level 2 skunk in the works. That's something. Let's try it out. Cartoony citizens versus the gasping pearls. No. Will might just be dead. Yeah, any time now, any second now, it's gonna be kicked off the party for sure. Ooh, dang it. Their shark is doing some work. But rat OP. Also, did our rat do 2 damage? I was not paying attention. I think our rat just did 2 damage. And it's just a 1-1, so that doesn't make sense, right? But this is why rat is definitely meta defining. Probably the greatest character in the entire game. Also, bee in a jar is exactly what we're looking for today. In fact, I think we just honey and pill, old sweet and sour combo, and then turtle for your future consideration. Level 2 skunk looking to be in the works as well. Might be nice. Rat stabbed for 2. Right, so that might be the level 2 rat thing though, is what I'm kind of thinking of. It's a bit odd though, to be sure. Well, this almost worked out beautifully for us. We just had to chunk through that worm and we would have been golden for the future. But unfortunately, math wasn't quite there. If only we'd gotten that skunk leveled up a moment sooner. And, we're definitely going to start falling behind. Go with the level 2 skunk. Mammoth always is intriguing. It's, in theory, it's something that I very much enjoy. I think when I first started playing the game, I kept trying to make Mammoth work, but unfortunately, just doesn't quite cut it for the most part. So, big rat. Probably just take another skunk. Ooh, chocolate though. This is definitely a wackier one, at the very least. Scorpion probably has a place in our team. Is it too late for monkey? What would we get rid of? Have to get rid of, like, fish? Don't know how I feel about that. Get rid of fish for scorpion or monkey. How does that sound, mind? Why am I completely stalled and unable to make the decision whatsoever? It's tough because the turtle's here, I think. If the turtle wasn't, then monkey seems like a nice play. But as is, I'd have to put my rat in front of the turtle. Maybe put bee in front of turtle and rat. Get the bee buffed up. Good old big bee strats. But I think we're already sacrificing so much room in our squad with the bee itself that buffing units are actually maybe slightly less effective. Maybe I've been pushing too hard on the buffing units, and we instead just need that direct bang for our buck just to make sure that we survive through. Fish is dead to us. You're definitely not wrong there. But weirdly enough, I think monkey, you're dead to us too. We've moved on. We're stronger than we've ever been. Okay, double chocolate. That gets us either to level 3 bee or to level 3 skunk if we want to get a little wacky with it. Regardless, we sell the bee for a cheeky mid-team scorpion. Always do love that. 50-50 is going to curb stomp through the rest of our team anyway. Maybe just in time to get wiped out by scorpion. It's tough when this buddy ends up doing absolutely nothing. Couldn't have said it at a better moment, of course. Perfect timing. Thank you, game. And unfortunately, we do lose this. Oh, man. Got a little bit too sidetracked. It's funny, you can kind of choose when you peak in the bee runs. I feel like either you peak early and you make sure you get those initial wins, but at some point, you're going to start hitting the wall. And it's all about pushing through that restriction, the moment of resistance, as it were. So, still not too late here. Still have some time for a few more rounds. I think we're going to continue B. for sure tonight. I think one more round of B, then maybe we'll think about taking a bit of a breather. Just try something a little bit more normal on for size, see how it goes. Or, better yet, we could just win this one. Wouldn't that be sweet? Adorable extra eager rodents, warriors, organisms. Eager organisms, that's one of those earworm ones that just sticks out to me. But adorable rodents is real cute. Adorable warriors, again, has that like kind of dichotomy, opposites attract kind of appeal to it. Adorable organisms. Now that's kind of cute too in a weird way. I think I've kind of cemented in that adorable is going to be our adjective. Then do we want to be adorable rodents? Would have worked really well for our last one with the good old rat leading the squad. Let's go with adorable organisms. It's smart, it's sexy, it's all the stuff you're looking for in a team name, you know? Against the overt warriors. Oh, now I kind of wish I was the adorable warriors. Okay, here you go. What if the bee just needs a hat to win? Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about it. It's brilliant. It's the only thing that makes sense. Otherwise, it's impossible that we've been losing this much. I don't see how this is happening to us whatsoever. I think you're onto something there, Safid. But okay, we got a bit of a squad here. Probably going to lose the second round, but we got ducks to sell. No honey in play yet, which isn't fantastic. That's why you like a good old honey at early, of course. But okay, against a full duck squad, never mind, we might actually be okay. This might be our game to lose here. Perfect, absolutely wonderful. Now here's where we pivot. Here's where everything changes. How do I feel about crab? Unless I have some good way of buffing, crab doesn't really work for me. Like if we sell these ducks, it's already going to be the highest health unit on our team, so it's not going to get buffs off it of anyone else. I don't think I love this, so it's honey or mosquito. Roll me once. Full ducks, man of culture, I see. We do our best here for sure. Otter's interesting. It's a bit of a like putting the horse before the cart thing, because, or the cart before the horse, I guess, because that's the actual incorrect way to do it. Essentially, we want to get a level 2 so that we get a level 3 to then sell our ducks rather, and buff up. Seems awesome. Of course, if we hit a duck with our otter, which is inevitable, pretty much, knowing the way that RNG usually enjoys to enforce itself on our lives, not going to be quite as happy about it. But sometimes you just gotta believe. Please hit fish. Wouldn't that be cool? You son of a gun. You always feel like Peacock is strong mid-game. Yeah, with that stat line, especially in a duck build where you're selling off a lot of ducks, you just have so much health and you're chunking through everybody's like baseline summons. No problems whatsoever. Definitely works out pretty well. And I think we will sell both these. Unfortunately, we're just under the gold required to buy 2 of you. But maybe we'll take a ribbit. Hedgehog is fun, and at some point I want to get a really solid hedgehog build running. But for now, I think let's just focus on one zany strategy at a time. We're going for bees. Having hedgehogs that kill our entire team while also simultaneously wiping out the enemies, that can come later. That can be a tomorrow thing. For today, we just need victory. Oh, I'm so close. I mean, a draw. Still not too bad. Also, Lazy Bones is a fantastic name, especially from Casual Gamer with the team Lazy Bones. Definitely something relatively poetic about that. But okay. 5-4 bunny. Do I want you? I think so. We'll try it out. Put honey on the otter here. Gives it a bit more health as well, which isn't too bad. And I will freeze this. It would have been nice to get a pill for next turn, of course, but I think we need to focus a little bit more on the present, constantly just jumping back and forth as to where we're trying to put the majority of our mental energy, whether that's winning now or later. And someday, as we radiate to both sides, we have to find that sweet spot eventually, right? And this is not our team. Nope, not looking great. First loss. That's fine. Fortunately, our duck buffed buddies aren't quite pulling their weight as much as I would like, especially since we don't even have a bee on the squad yet. But we'll get there. Garlic peacock, very nice. Salad bowl with rabbit, pretty nice. Especially perfect. Finally hits the people that we actually want it to instead of just randoms. And, I'm not in a huge rush to upgrade Peacock because the ability doesn't matter too much. It's most of the stat lines that I am investing in them for in the first place. Otter's a +2/+2. Random target kind of sucks if it hits the mosquito. GG's. But of course it'll never hit the mosquito. Exactly. Never done my mind. Peacock exactly where we wanted it. Could have gone for the ox play, I guess. Done a bit of a transition. Still could. It's really nice to feint the friend in front for the melon armor. The +2 attack, a bit less useful. Even if you get a bunch of it, not going to be nearly as effective as just, you know, feeding a dodo or something like that. So I think we'll just roll past for now and see how that goes. I mean, at first blush, this looks like a team we might be able to beat, but I've definitely been wrong before. And it looks like this will just be yet another one of those times, because I don't think the numbers bear out where the pills at. They're never showing up when we need them to, eh? Also, holy crap, we do win. Which, of course, I mean, we knew that, definitely. Oh, and there's a pill. Hey, just when we call for it. Just call out in your time of need, and the pill will be there for you. So let's get started, shall we? Unfortunately, the bee doesn't get to inherit the 1 health. I mean, it was right there. Couldn't have just stalled for a second longer, my rabbit pal. Guess not, but that's fine, I guess. Let's go salad. Keep getting health buffs across the board. I definitely have a lot of respect for the health game here. And then, could be time to think about selling the rabbit, transitioning. Ox is going to be quite a bit behind in terms of stats, rather. We will be pilling the otter eventually, but right now it's a little too strong statistically to be able to afford getting rid of it. Ooh, we could just keep upping it up. Do I want a random +2/+2 or do I want salad? Salad definitely works better with the rabbit, so probably salad. Let's give it a shot. Nice one actually hits our bee. Big B might be achievable. The dream is real. Ooh, buddy. All the swans. I think I will freeze all of you, too. I mean, I guess we can't afford everything. It's tough. I'm likely to sell the rabbit to bring these 3 into existence. It will have better statistics and will be giving us the monies. And we have enough money to pill. We can't pill and otter along with those, though. Don't really want to pill and run a 4 squad either. Gonna be a rough one. Let's maybe not freeze you. Your time in the sun might be over. Let's just roll on, shall we? Instantly regretting all our decisions in life, like we do. Peacock's looking pretty tough, though. Looking pretty neat. Fortunately, didn't live quite long enough to take out the dog like I wanted it to, but it doesn't matter whatsoever. Looking solid here. Oh, and it turns out it doesn't matter. If we freeze you, you're just going to be right back anyway. In that case, do I want to potentially do something a little bit weirder here? We could keep Otter for now. Could honey pill the rabbit to bring these buddies in. Potentially even bringing in the otter. Let's try that one on for size, shall we? A little bit of honey pill action. Bring you to the bees. Take you here. Level you up. Looking a little bit better. I mean, stats are half decent for round 7. Maybe not quite unbeatable. In fact, almost definitely not quite unbeatable, but can't complain too much. But having a couple of chunky boys down front. Ouch. This dog is gonna wreak havoc. Yeah, not fantastic. Not going great. Nope, still not. Okay, so we lose these. But hey, we still had 8 health going into it, so that's not too shabby. Ooh. And the next question becomes, is fish dead to us already? Because monkey's here. And I know what you're saying. We were just talking last round about maybe taking the gas pedal off a little bit in terms of buffing units. But it's an early monkey. At least relatively early. I feel like it could work. Let's maybe see what the combine gets us. Turkey build would definitely be strong. Maybe strong enough to get us the win with the bee, but it relies so much on spaces and taking advantage of like filling out with a number of summons. You know, you need your tigers, you need your flies, those kinds of things, that I don't think it's feasible to do a bit of a changeover for that specifically. Instead, sell the fish. I'm going to buy salad, keep buffing across the board a little bit, bring in monkey for a big peacock. Maybe that will be enough. Definitely don't want to be pilling the otter quite as much as I was originally planning to. And this team is not looking great for us. We might actually pull it through, and holy crap, we do. Wow. I was definitely scared looking at the numbers there, but I'll take it. And let us see. So upgrading the otter with chocolate is absolutely useless, does nothing for us. Probably just freeze you for now then. Or take like a monkey chocolate combo. We're already at 5 wins, so we do need to get a move on in terms of the bee themselves here. But we have lots of money, so that means it's a decent number of rerolls to kind of work ourselves through. Ooh. And bison. So even though we just talked about how it's not going to be effective, you don't actually get the +2/+2, we could still chocolate you just to fuel a bison. You'd be selling swan probably, put bison in the front, and then let bison monkey double buff, get it caught up in surpassing the peacock. Something like that. Seems relatively good here. Guess we'll have lots of money to work with, so let's start here. Bring you into play. And then I will give you garlic. We can roll a little bit, hoping for an otter to show up. If not, that's fine. Freeze the monkey for the future. And let's just chocolate you, friend. It's a lot of money thrown into this otter that we were planning to just kill for the bee later. We'll see how that shakes out. And now if we start winning, we're going to be in a huge time crunch rather, to get the bee. But it's worth a shot. Let's try it out. Keep losing anyway, so if we win too fast, it might be a nice change of pace in terms of the troubles that plague us. I do not like this team though. I think this is very scary. Yeah, definitely looking like a loss for us there, but we can afford one loss. That's fine. We're just, you know, stretching out growing pains in terms of getting the bison kicking here. These things happen. There is more chocolate available. Don't really want to sell anything, so it's probably looking like just upgrade my monkey the old-fashioned way. Maybe even pair the bison. Let's start with the monkeys. See what we get out of it. Another cat. Second attempt to try and persuade us to go that route, but we unfortunately just don't really have the room for it. And then, do we wish to pair? Do we wish to chocolate? We will need the chocolate for the bees. Let's start with just pair. Get this bison punching up here. Is it even worth it to save a second one? Sure. Why the heck not? And we'll see how it goes. Definitely not looking great. This is where we start running into like 30 critters, but hey, not these ones apparently. Just barely survived that. Perfect. Exactly what we needed for sure. Did you eat a spider? You must have ate a spider, right? Indeed you did. Perfect. I was really hoping that we wouldn't see a double turtle there. Immediately getting what they need to pass through. We might have been fine anyway with the rest of our team. But hey, that's 6 wins. It's definitely better than we usually see with this strategy. Let's buff you up. I think I'm just going to chocolate the bee. We're going to start committing here. Bison gets bought instead though. Still have the turn count required, I think, to make this work. Might not be able to afford stretching our chocolate thin, giving it to animals that we normally wouldn't. See how it goes, of course. Ooh, this is looking rough, though. I don't think we're chunking through that swan even if I wanted to. Especially since there's also a crab behind it. Oh man. It was another half-decent try. It's good to keep changing up the strategy, see what else works here. I mean, so there is an actual sticker for the bee. I thought we were just doing it for our own personal pride and for funsies, but would you look at that? It is officially in the achievement ranking here as well.